Hi everybody, we're here on another episode at Home with Vanessa Maggi, and I'm super excited. I have here with me a good friend, Jennifer Nagle, which is also the publisher of Miami Shores Living. Yay! I'm so excited to see you and the magazine. It looks amazing. It has grown so much. Tell me a little bit, and I want viewers to know you a little bit more, where you come from, how long have you been in Miami Shores, because you're really connecting the community and all the businesses and promoting them, and I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Well, originally I'm from upstate New York, Albany, New York. After college, I moved to New York City for about 15 years. And then from there, my husband Sean's job took us to Switzerland for a few years. And then from there, we randomly ended up in Miami. So we were on the beach for many years. And then in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, we moved to Miami Shores. It was almost by accident. We just found this really cool, beautiful house.
Yes.
We stumbled upon it, and then we just decided right away to move. We fell so in love with the house, and then we fell in love with the community immediately. And I thought, wow, this is the perfect place to start a magazine. So I did.
3 years later, 4?
Yeah, it'll be 4 in April next month.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I remember, I mean, you have how many pages now? It's just...
Like between 60 and 64. I started at 16.
Wow.
So yeah, we grew a lot.
Yeah, and we relate because I come from the publishing world, so I do miss it a lot. And I've seen how much you've grown, and I've seen how much you connected the community. Because you have, I mean, a lot of people are writing amazing articles from health to financial to where to go. And you're connecting every type of business, which is what we needed. And you're also very active on social media. So it's not only the print part of it, the components, but you're trying to tie it in all together, which is very smart. So what's your vision for the magazine?
Well, I guess the philosophy of the magazine is to bring the community together, of course, and also, like you mentioned, to support the small businesses. I just feel like, you know, the local businesses, if we support them, our whole community wins. And I just love how well received it's been in the community. And I get whenever, like today, I got my magazine in the mail. And I just love, I get texts and calls, and, you know, it makes people happy.
Yeah, and everybody wants to know who the neighbors are doing. I mean, what the neighbors are doing, right?
Yeah.
So it actually stays in their houses.
It does.
It's not something that they throw away, which is, I've always said it was very smart what you guys did, because you're featuring somebody from the community that's prominent, or it's doing something amazing like she does. Tell us a little bit more about her.
Yeah, Mary Benton. She writes a column every month for the magazine. So, you know, she writes about the environment, local things that we can do, bringing awareness to all of us. So it's like entertaining, and we're learning.
Isn't she the
butterfly lady?
Yes, that's what I hear.
Yeah, she has a beautiful butterfly garden, and that's where we took this cover shot. You know, it's basically, the way I look at it is everyone has a story to tell. Yes, some people may own a business or do something really active in the community, and we love to feature them, but I always think everyone is special, and everyone has something to say, and we can learn, you know, about our neighbors. Certain months, August is back to school, so I always feature an educator, and then certain months, you know, aren't like that, so it just kind of depends.
So you must be very proud that your publication, the success of your publication, because it looks amazing, has spawned on to other publications. Yes, so let's talk a little bit about that, which I love, that everybody's helping each other, right?
It is nice.
Yeah.
So I guess because I did create Miami Shores Living first, it is maybe a model for Leangie and Senja with their new publication. I'm sure they'll do it their way, of course. But it is nice to have different publications for different communities.
For sure. And it's also amazing because nowadays you will think that everything, you know, when you talked about, I mean, I remember you calling me, and I was very skeptical at the beginning because I was like, I don't know if I want to advertise there. I don't know if I want to advertise, because in my mind, everything was going online, right? Social media, everybody's getting their news out of literally their phone. And then I think a year after that I saw it and just getting better and better, I was like, no, I need to be part of it. And we did. We've been advertising for a while now. How successful.
Oh, look what I have right here. Oh, look at this.
Thank you.
Beautiful family.
Thank you. But yeah, in a world where it's very technology driven and people are getting their info from the phones, you've managed to make this magazine very successful.
Thank you. I have to say, we call it we refer to it as new print.
Okay.
Because it is a print magazine, but it's very hyper focused to one community, which is my favorite thing about it. I get many other magazines to my house that I also enjoy, but they span a really large geographical area. This is really a reference guide, I feel like, for the residents here. And as far as advertising, we do offer like digital Facebook and Google and websites and listings and reviews. We have a lot of digital products, so they kind of refer to it as new print. And then I, of course, have Miami Shores Living Magazine on, that's the Instagram name, that I just do to promote the content and the small businesses there. So.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot to do with you, who you are and how you promote your, no, it's true, because I've seen you actually are present, right? Because this is really, I don't know, as a small business owner, I think it's a 24/7 job. They might not see you, but you're constantly thinking of how to make it better.
That's true.
Right? And you're thinking, and then just showing up. I mean, you're going, I mean, I see you everywhere. You go to a lot, which is great. And that's the way to promote the magazine and to promote the actual people that advertising in the magazine. And you do give them that. So I think that's why one of the main components, and you actually are a resident here, so you actually understand the people. And that's one of the main reasons that it has been so successful.
Thank you for noticing that,
Yes.
because I really do take pride in, we live in such a diverse community. There's generational families here. There's new families from New York, LA, older families, younger. And I do try to have something for everyone in the magazine. And as far as the businesses, like, I really do care.
Yeah.
And I actually...
It shows.
Put the businesses before my own interest in, maybe I could grow the magazine faster and bigger, but I'm really careful about selecting businesses to be in the magazine because I do live here and I do want only the best businesses for, all the residents here to kind of, utilize. And thankfully, people really do call the businesses in the magazine.
They do, yeah.
They really do.
And I've had people that have seen me advertising other businesses, and they've called me, and they're like, "What do you think?" I'm like, 100%. And they're like, "That too." And I told you a few times, and they're like, "Great." And after they do it, they're like, it's been great. And people do refer to it, but it's what you said. You're hyper focused, and you care. And that's something that we do here also at Maggi Realty. All the agents. I always tell them, be client focused. Don't be about the paycheck or the commission, because that's going to show, and that ends really rapidly. But if you actually care for your clients, they're going to be clients who are here for life, and they're going to give you referrals. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And we have 2 questions that we always ask everybody at the end of the show, which are what? Because I forgot. Number 1, what's your favorite spot in the Shores? It could be anything. And who else will you recommend for the show as well? And it could be a few people, not just one. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to say my favorite thing in Miami Shores is walking my dog to the bay, which is down the street at the end of my block. And then also like just around all the streets with like the beautiful trees. And I love how like every house is different. I grew up where every house looked the same.
Okay. Yeah.
So I love like the variety of homes. So I just love literally every day, like taking walks with my dog and looking at the ocean and or the bay and just the trees in the house. It's just like it relaxes.
Being with nature and walking.
Yeah, it relaxes me. And as far as recommending for the show, I have 2 people come to mind. They actually are both designers. One was our February cover family, Carla Saldino. They do interiors of like restaurants and hotels in Miami and actually around the world, and they're like such a nice family. And also Megan Grimber, who's also a designer, and she owns a little shop here.
Right, super close.
Yeah. So I always shop there, and well, also Christine from Rustic French Home right next door. I hit both of those spots all the time.
Awesome.
So
It's about promoting local businesses,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you.